Okay, this is a crazy kind of all-in-one window manufacturing machine from the 1950s to the 1970s that was made by Festool. Or back then it was called Festo, which is actually a combination of the two last names of the original founders of the company. And you basically have three different cutting and shaping actions that would happen as this table would move along with the window pieces mounted to it. First thing you would do is come and mount your window pieces on here. And this was one of the first machines to use pneumatic clamps to hold them down. So you'd put your piece in and pull the clamp, and then it would come down automatically and hold your piece. Then you would start to push it through, and the wood would come in contact with these two blades that would cut the shoulders of your tenons. And one unique thing about this top blade is that you could actually change the angle of it in case one of the shoulders that you wanted to cut was on a different angle instead of just 90 degrees. And after the wood passed by these two blades, it would come to these two giant groovers. Each one of these can be independently moved up and down on these cylinders here. These would do the heavy work of taking out the bulk of the material as they were getting passed through. And if you take a look right here, you can see that they had these adjustable chipper blades, and you could use these bolts right here and the bolts here on the back to tighten them and adjust them to the right depth. And then the last stage right here was this slot mortiser stage. Sometimes you would use it and sometimes you wouldn't. But after it had passed through the first two stages, it could then come here and you would have different widths and depths of slot mortisers to cut the grooves that you needed in the windows. And then here on the back side of the machine, you have all the levers to move the groovers up and down, move the blades in and out, adjust the depth of the groove cutters, adjust the depth of the slot mortisers, and down here, the height of the slot mortisers. So the operator could come over here, load things on, and then push them through on this slide table, make all the cuts necessary, pull it back, and then get on to the next one. So machines like this would be making window frames, and then cutting and making all the slots and mortises and tenons for these windows to fit together.